This is the warm start video for the 2007 Mercedes CL600. Like to start her up, please? And could you increase the revs for about 10 seconds, please? One more. And could I have another one, please?
So one of the activities we do sometimes is we get children to put on ear defenders when they're eating or trying something. And what that does is it shuts out all of the outside noises.
Just going for a spin in Gordon's 2007 Mercedes CL600. And yeah, so we're just going to have a little test drive of the car, give you an indication what it's all about. So in terms of the steering, Gordon, how would you describe its feel?
Well, given the size of the car, it's 2.5 tons, and I've driven it for so long I can't really pass any comments.
But it's
precise.
It's well weighted.
It's well weighted. Yeah. My previous car was the CL600, which was the previous model to this. Again, 6-litre V12. I had it for 10 years like this one. Absolutely nothing wrong. I know people worry about the repair bills, but I've experienced now for 20 years, and these cars are built to last.
And it's just a question of just keeping on top of those sort of maintenance bills. Yeah. Really, they're just a standard.
Serviced once a year. The service includes membership to what Mercedes call Mobilo.
Yeah.
So if you break down, you're going to get picked up by Mercedes-Benz or their agent.
And how would you describe the braking feel of the car?
Oh, the braking is fantastic. I mean, you can't drive this car fast in the streets because it just takes off. Of
course.
On the motorway, different story. And I'm not somebody that's a boy racer anyway, but the brakes are spot on.
And this is the what type of gearbox is this?
I don't know, to be honest. I've got paddles.
It's a paddle, so it's obviously an automatic on there.
It is automatic. Yeah. But you've got paddles on the steering
and
wheel.
You've not experienced any issues at all. No kind of sort of mishaps, no slippage or delays.
No.
It's all been perfect.
No.
And in terms of engine temperature and oil pressure, have you experienced
Never
any
a
issues?
problem. There's the temperature. It's always fixed just about that spot. Oil pressure, never a problem. It's been serviced, apart from during the COVID lockdown, every year, and the bill is 500, 600, 700 pounds, which for a car like this is super.
It's a V12 at the
and
end of the day, so it's pretty
V12,
manageable.
I've never had any major repair bills, but it has been looked after. It sits in an underground car park where I live, so it's not out in the elements. If you've never experienced the CL600, you're in for a shock. Because it's totally imperious. The Mercedes-Benz V12, I think they have it in Bentleys and what is it, the Hurricane?
It's well used. It's a well used engine as well. It's a well proven engine, isn't it?
Handmade, hand built.
And in terms of dashboard functionalities, there's a lot going on here, but does everything work?
I don't use everything. I'm not sure the heated seat works.
Okay.
That's about as much as I can say.
And we had a little play around with the sunroof as well. That works as well. There's no problem at all. So that's all good. Air conditioning, presumably that's all functioning as well. And that's great.
So put that on. I certainly on the motorway.
Yeah. So how would you? What's a distronic there? How would you describe it?
So that's going to keep me a safe distance from the vehicle in front.
Okay.
So as that brakes, it's just switched off.
Gotcha. Okay.
So as the vehicle in front brakes, it brakes you. So it makes motorway driving really relaxed.
Absolutely.
I'll set it with 30 miles an hour because that's the limit here.
Car's really smooth. I can't hear any sort of knocking or any unwanted noises from the
The
suspension.
engine ticks over like it's so much.
I mean, we've got ultra. I mean, they're thin tyres, but the you know, considering there's just a lack of road noise, which is great. Just gliding along, and even the things like the potholes and the kind of ruts on the road, doesn't seem to affect the car too badly. I mean, the dampers are obviously doing their job. Obviously, electronic.
It's active body control.
Yeah.
I can adjust this. I can adjust the rider height here. I never do, but I can do. Well, this is the second CL600 I've had for a similar number of miles. Everybody worries about maintenance, but it's never been a problem with mine.
The key thing as well, you've obviously enjoyed it and you've used it, and it's probably more important because the car's obviously been regularly used.
Well, and plus the fact the motorway miles.
Yeah.
It's what the car is designed for.
Exactly.
I live in the centre of Birmingham. Our office is at the jewellery quarter. I don't bother driving the car.
Too short.
You know what is 2-3 miles.
Yeah, of course.
It doesn't get a chance to walk. And the driver's going to get me through.
This is a nightmare, the Birmingham one-way system.
It is, yeah, you've got to know it.
Just coming to a brake, the wheel's nice and straight, so no juddering, no kind of movements from the wheel,
Yeah.
which is great.
It does brake straight.
So we're just going to try and open her up to about sort of 40-50 miles an hour.
Just these car
We're at the risk, we don't want to be losing Gordon's licence as well, so we're not going to be taking any risks.
I have 6 points already. It's a real feeling when it goes through the Benz just later. I want to get in the outside line. Put off the accelerator completely. It is near silent though. Just headed towards Spaghetti Junction.
Just the slightest of taps, you know, it's...
Oh, the accelerator is so sensitive.
got to be the best way to travel around Birmingham, the ring road, isn't it?